And here's the way they go for this afternoon with all that firepower that we saw right at the top of the show.
Well, they also have good goalkeeping in Chanov, and the back four on the left of your screen there, Kuznetsov, Luzhny, Basanov, and Tveba. And then in midfield on the right of your screen, Yaremchuk, Ratz, Zigmantovich, and Cherenkov, and up front, Rodionov and Kolivanov.
And for the young United States World Cup soccer team, with young Miola leading the way in goal.
That's right, and again, the back four on the left of Armstrong, the captain, Windishman, John Doyle, and Banks, and the midfield on the right of your screen, Stolmeyer, Ramos, Harks, and Bruce Murray, and up front, the youngster, Wijnalda, and Peter.
Lively crowd right off the kickoff, settling in here at Stanford Stadium, and so we're glad to have you aboard here on Sports Channel America this afternoon. All right, there he is right there. Yaremchuk worked the ball towards the middle of the field. Nice steal there by Ramos, and the first chant of USA goes up from the big crowd here. Wijnalda coming up with the ball, losing it, gets it back.
Trying to play the ball, this could be dangerous to him. Somebody may kick him badly and try to win it away from him, so it's a dangerous play. John Harks with a free kick.
All right, here's Harks ready to right-foot it into the area. Cleared away nicely as the United States had a cutter coming from the outside. Ramos with the kick. Out in front. Knocked away again as the United States does very well off the corner kick.
Tony Miola, he has got to be able to move quickly off his line and come out to help, and not just simply wait for the shot to come to him. Good move by John Harks.
Harks getting away to Ramos. Ramos in trouble now. Ball taken away. Kolivanov delivers in the middle. Doyle has the ball there in the middle.
That's an offside call.
Offside called against the Soviet Union with it. Stolmeyer. Ahead it comes. The United States now working well with the ball. Here's Wijnalda. Right foot wide. Goal kick coming up for the Soviet Union. We'll be back to Stanford Stadium. Back at Stanford Stadium, Jim Donovan, Seamus Mallon, and Ty Keogh. Exhibition World Cup match here between the United States and Soviet Union. No score. Cheers of the crowd here at Stanford Stadium. There's Bob Gansler, the USA coach. Seamus, do you think he's pleased so far? Stanford Stadium, Palo Alto. Look at that crowd in here today. Trying to move with it. To Ramos. Good pressure by the United States. Armstrong with the play ball. To Stolmeyer. Through the area, they can't do anything with it.
Well, good idea by Stoli, but not quite.
Here in the first half, as the big crowd is turned on by the United States play. A big opening there. Zigmantovich takes it, shoots it just wide.
Oh, well. He's looking so strong today. That's a good idea.
No score. We have played 24 minutes. Look at Burmese. He's been down on this turf an awful lot here early, really contending for every ball that comes his way. The Soviet Union with it. Opening in the middle. Watch out. Rodionov now sends it out in front.
By defender going back. Windishman was there. And Doyle, Miola, of course, anticipated and came out. There is Vladimir Besonov, expected to very definitely be in the squad in Italy.
Look at the drop kick ability right there by the young goaltender Miola. You can almost send it 3/4 the length of the field. Here's Ramos through there. Look at Ramos. Right foot's it over the goal. Union moving well with the ball. Rodionov now with the right foot. Windishman takes it on the back of his leg. Loose ball in front. Look out. Miola there. That got a little sloppy out in front there and a little dicey, but Miola was there.
Well, I think there was very definitely some communication problem there, Jim. They were not, it was a your ball, my ball kind of thing, and nobody quite was in command, and you've got to have somebody screaming for command back there. It looked like that fell apart temporarily.
Kuznetsov now with a good run, the captain of the Soviet team. Opening through the middle. Cherenkov out in front, goal! Soviet Union. Great play.
Well, good play indeed by the Soviet Union. Good teamwork and a goal against the run of play, really.
It's Besonov with the goal for the Soviet Union. He's been close a number of times today.
But this is the player who does the damage. He gets very wide, draws the attention in, and then slips the ball off, and Windishman arrives a bit too late. Miola can't stop it. So the run out of midfield is what does all the damage. Here you see the ball being played in. Now this player, he draws the attention and lets the ball go through. That
was Cherenkov.
And there was Besonov with the shot. But Cherenkov drew Banks because Banks had to come in to check it.
First half, unofficially 1-0. It is official 1-0, the Soviet Union in the lead. Unofficially 13 minutes remaining here in the first half. Besonov gets the goal. Once again, here it is, Seamus.
Yes, here it is. And watch Cherenkov go through, then slip the ball over to Besanov, and then it really goes in off Miola. Tony will probably be unhappy about that when he looks at the tape, because he did get his hand or his leg or something on it and wasn't able to stop it. But really, it was a very good chance for Vladimir Besanov.
And the Soviet Union towards that United States attempt. 10:50 remaining in the first half. 1-0 the Soviet Union. They got the goal at 28:41 of the first half. The United States coughs up the ball right here. Rodionov gets it out in front. Miola with a save.
Wow, very nice attack, though, by the Soviet Union with 2 players against 3. 3 defenders. They knew that drill very well. They work on it a lot, and they were able to get the space and get the shot off. A little bit of inexperience showing in the U.S. defense there, not getting rid of that ball, but Miola was behind and is always safe.
Kolovanov with that hard shot, and Miola was there with the stop. That would have really been deflating to the United States to give up another goal, especially late here in the first half. We have played 35 minutes. Here's the head coach of the Soviet Union, Valery Lobanovsky.
And also the coach of Dynamo Kiev. And I think about 6 of these players on the team, on this first 11 he's put out here today, are from Dynamo Kiev. So there's quite a bit of team cohesiveness from the club point of view, as well as from the national point of view.
A great sight here at
Seoul. And many people felt that was a key factor in the game. Kuznetsov, having had 2 yellow cards, had to sit out the final, and that was a major omission in the defense of the Soviet Union.
Rich Steele, Harks with it. Now looking, Ramos. Back to Harks. Oh, beautiful move. Oh, to Winalda. Now Banks tees it up. Save. Oh, the USA with some great playmaking.
Oh, great.
Of what they've done here in the first half, the young United States team handling themselves very well.
Yep, they're doing a good job in pressure situations. They've made just one major mistake, and it cost them a goal.
Doyle.
Looks good at the other end.
Vermees with it. In the area, Vermees is taken down. Could be a penalty kick. It is.
It's a penalty. Unbelievable. Wow, this is quite a bit of work by Vermees. We'll be interested to see if he really got clobbered or if he gave it a little bit of an Oscar. Here you see him taking the player inside. And there he's, well, hard to say. It looked like a 50-50 challenge for the ball for Majin. He was reaching in. The other player was reaching in. And he just went down. But we'll take another look. They say it's a penalty. I'm not so sure that would be given in the World Cup.
The Soviet Union.
The goalkeeper is not expected to do much.
This is for the tie. Harks against Chanov. He scores!
Wow. Well, it was ugly, but it went in. Chanov unhappy with himself. Let's see, this is not a particularly well-taken kick. He hits it hard, but right down the middle. And Chanov does a good job getting to it, and it still caroms in. But you see this shot got some power. The power is what did it in the end, because it was the power conveyed the what was needed to get it through, but accuracy very often is a bit more helpful in a penalty kick situation. So we're tied at 1.
What a great boost for the United States. And
there, but the Soviets have 3 people around the ball. They've got something rehearsed for this, and the U.S. players really don't know what to expect. And the last thing you want to do is to give up a lead goal just before the half. So let's see what happens here.
Besanov will move to the ball. Take it. The wall knocks it down. The rebound, score! And the Soviet Union gets the goal that puts them in front. It's Cherenkov with the goal.
Well, I think Tony Miola must have been partly unsighted on that particular rebound. Here you see a very unattractive free kick. It comes out, but here's the rebound. I think he sees it late. Yeah, he's got to have seen it late because there were players in front of him. And we'll take it from this angle. 2 U.S. players and 1 Soviet player run through and block his view. You see it come through. Now he's going for it, but he's just a split second too late to get to it. And it's beautifully placed by Cherenkov in the corner. A superb finishing shot by Cherenkov, and a bit of a backbreaker for the U.S., who had battled back and now find themselves a goal down again.
Now remember, Cherenkov set up the first goal right at the end of the half. There's the... It deflected off his leg and in. There's the Soviet coach Lobanovsky, walking back out onto the field, has to be feeling better now that his team is in front 2-1.
I'm looking to see if there are any Soviet changes. It seems to me there is one player in there. I think Protasov is in at number 15. I think I see Protasov in as a striker. That's certainly no relief to the United States defense, because we thought he would start. He's a tough player, and he is certainly in there. There you just saw him on your screen for a minute.
There by the United States. Murray took him down.
Yep, this should be free kick. Murray was one part of the sandwich with another American player. Fullback position. We'll see. He, of course, has been a central defender. So we'll have to watch and see how they line up now, because Windishman is the sweeper at this point.
Windishman now sends it into the area. Doyle with the header. Chanov chases it down and pulls it away. Out in front, Viola with the save as Windishman got it out of there. Tried to get it for Vermees, who was knocked off the ball.
Yeah, Sigmatovich really got him off the ball, and Ignaro didn't see it. Now here's a dangerous play.
Once again, they're going to this area a lot. Through the middle of the area. Close, fires high. And we'll be back to Stanford Stadium. 36 minutes remaining. It's 2-1 Soviet Union. Caligiuri that got the goal against Trinidad Tobago to give the United States that 1-0 win. Hartz has it, the ball taken away. Here's Rodionov in on Miola. He gets his right leg on it, and then it's cleared away. Protasov playing her for Besanov, now to Cherenkov. Look at Stolmeyer mark. He worked so hard in his own end of the field to control that midfield area. The shot off the goalpost.
Whoa.
On the good hard shot by Ratz. He let it go with a booming left footer.
Against, no, actually it was that Ratz? Yes, it is Ratz. Terrific shot. Look at his off the post, but very evocative of that.
Here's Winaldo. He's been right in the middle of it. He tried to sneak the ball through to Vermees, and he couldn't. Stolmeyer runs by it now. Murray will set it up. Here's Bruce. Into the area it goes. Header back. Vermees trying to get there. He can't. Winaldo turns. Cleared out of there.
Three fingers saying that he wants 3 players in the wall out front, and that's what he gets. 3 players.
Besanov. Out in front. The United States heads that away. Trichu got his head on it to clear it away. Soviet Union, though, staying with it. Look at this setup. Beautiful play out in front. Shot. Goal! Protasov, who just comes into the game in the second half, makes it 3-1 Soviet Union.
Well, sorry to say that all came from a poor clearing header by Paul Caligiuri at the beginning when the ball came to him, and he opted to head it out rather than trapping it. And you see what happens at the end of it. It gets played back in. There's a scramble in front, and the ball just nicely runs for Protasov as it's flipped over to him by Sigmatovich, and he puts it away. Now look at this nice ball. Sigmatovich gets the ball right back to him and plays it beautifully to Protasov for the 3rd goal. But it all came from the earlier header by Caligiuri, and what I think he might have done really was simply to take that ball on his chest and play it away. Instead, he just headed it right back out. So I don't think he realized quite how much space he had in which to play.
Soviet Union leading over the United States as the United States getting set for the World Cup. Getting set for the World Cup in Italy. Stolmeyer throwing the ball in. He is very strong on the throw-in. We talked to him about that earlier as the United States comes in, and the shot goes over the goal. Oh, Caligiuri will dream about that one.
Well, he can knock him in from 30 yards, but he can't seem to do it from 9. He really had a great chance there. It looked like he was offside, but apparently not. They say the ball cleared over Kuznetsov, comes right to Caligiuri, and he takes it nicely off his chest. You see, he's not offside. The ball comes beautifully to him. He chests it nicely and volleys it, which is a perfectly reasonable option for him, although he might have felt he had more time. I think he's quite right.
This crowd is trying to push them on, too. Here's Protasov. On the right, Besanov. Centers. Loose. Protasov. He'll play it over on the left. The United States marks well there. Good play by Trichu. Caligiuri, though, can't get it out. Watch out, Besanov. Out of play. Boy, the Soviets were really tough in the area of the United States. They're close to the goal. And we'll watch it again.
Look at all the American players just not able to cope with this. Miola has to go to the near post, but that's not getting there just a split. Well, I think the U.S. would like to get a goal as we look at Lukashenko, the coach of the Soviet Union. Excuse me, Lobanovsky.
Shot there. He tried to play it more to his players in the middle. And the Soviets with a break. Protasov running down the field hard, but Windishman was there. Now Miola must come out and pull up actually in the first half, when actually for a long time they took the play to the Soviet Union, and that is the end of this one here at Stanford Stadium. And listen to the hand that the 61,000 give both teams and their United States World Cup team especially.